Now then, guys, we're back on the road again. So, yeah, guess where I am. Just been and picked up a load of bits and pieces for Tesco's. 2 bags full this week. Well, not full, but you know what I mean. Bloody annoying. Well, you've got to see the plus side of it, I suppose. Where's this guy going? Yeah, you got to see the plus side. At least I didn't pay for the bags. So, God, what's to talk about this week? Got the Apple event coming Monday evening for us. I know it's morning for you guys over in America. What is it? It's usually 10 AM their time, isn't it? So that's what, 6 PM here, London time. So I'll be just trying to settle down, and somebody will want me for something or other, so I'll probably miss it 100% live. That's if I get a chance to watch it. If not, I'll just have to watch the highlights later. Not expecting much, to be honest. Maybe some speed bumps in the Max, you know, and a lot of talk about software, really, you know, and upcoming stuff. I'm just wondering what they're going to do about the software, because obviously this year iOS will be meeting iOS 10. Now, of course, OS X is already basically OS 10, isn't it? X is the Roman numeral for 10. So I'm wondering if they're going to sort of somehow start tying them both together and start moving them forward together at the same time. You know, because obviously they have already tried to sort of integrate them more fully together, you know, so that they work together. I mean, obviously handoff and things like that don't fully work between my Mac and my phone yet, you know, because obviously I've got an older Mac. I mean, I probably will upgrade it at some point. I'm just trying to think what my Mac is. It's a mid-2011 13-inch Pro. So it's like it was the Core i5, and obviously I've upgraded it since. You know, I've upped my RAM to the maximum capacity of 16, and I changed to SSD at the same time, because obviously that one came with a 500GB HDD, which that drive is still running actually as a. No, I don't think that one's running my Time Machine at the minute. I've got it attached anyway as like a backup drive anyway. Either that or I'm storing stuff on it. I can't actually remember which way around it is at the minute. So yeah, because I've got a 500GB Samsung Evo, I think, in it at the minute. I think that's what it is, which of course runs a fair bit faster. So but yeah, like I say, I'm not expecting much from the Apple event. I've been watching. Now, I never really watched him before, but I'm actually quite enjoying his vlogs, and that's oh, he's a big vlogger, Casey Neistat. Yeah, been watching his vlogs, and just recently he got sent. I mean, it's not because he got it given to him before it was even on the market to buy. He got the new Phantom 4 drone, didn't he? I don't know if any of you've seen him. He's getting, because he's in South Africa at the minute, which is where his partner originates from, or has been there. And it's the footage that he's been getting with this drone from you know, the mountains in South Africa, sort of thing. Absolutely phenomenal. He went for a walk up one of them, and they were like above the cloud, and he got some absolutely amazing footage. He really did. I can't remember if the new Phantom 4 is 4K. I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. And you know, for what it does, you know, and of course it's got the obstacle avoidance now, hasn't it? And the go-to. Basically, you press an on-screen object, and the Phantom will fly to it, which is really nice additions. And it sort of sits between the Serious Pro level and the sort of like, you know, the consumers you know, you're just your regular sort of consumers who want a bit of fun. I mean, it's still about £1,500 or something like that. You know, it's a lot of money. I mean, obviously, you know, it sits below the Inspire range of drones. But yeah, it's really nice footage he's getting from it. So it's I don't know if any of you have ever checked his channel out. You know, he does some really impressive vlog work actually. What else? I had to put a new tyre on the car last week, which is annoying. I'm not sure what happened to it because it was a back tyre. And I would say it must have been on the front at some point, either that or there's something wrong with my back wheel. Because it was strange. Basically, I had to swap it and put the spare on so I could, you know, I just ran this one up to the tyre plate because I needed my car, you see, so I had to just give them the wheel and ride around without a spare because I knew I had some delivery work to do in Hull. But what had happened to it, it was perfectly alright because I checked it before I went on a journey down to the London area the week before, and it was fine. And then a couple of days after I got back I checked, and basically it was completely tracked off on the outer edge and had some of the, like the, you know, the threads, not the steel wires but the thread part of it, bits of that hanging out. So obviously I needed to change it straight away. I mean, that's, you know, totally dangerous. So I'm gonna have to put another one on probably next week or the week after, because I like to sort of like keep my tyres in check and try and keep the newer ones up front and put the best of the old ones at the back. And I was hoping that they'd sort of make the MOT at the middle of this year, but I don't think they're going to make it, so I'm probably going to have to spend some more money on some part warms. I don't like spending money, you know, because I tend to drive older cars and just keep them running as cheaply as possible. And the thing is, it's you know, it's got its MOT due, and I don't know, you never know whether it's going to pass. You know, you could get there and then find something seriously wrong that's going to cost a lot of money. And of course I usually get a mechanical check at the same time, you know, what do they think of the engine, timing belt, stuff like that. So I don't think it's going to make it through to there, so I'm probably going to have to put some part worn tyres on to get me through, which I didn't really want to spend that bit more money, but hey ho, shit happens, doesn't it? So, but yeah, it's beef dinner today. And whoa, thought I was going to hit my steel bar then. Just had my glasses slightly in the wrong place there. That's the thing with varifocals, if you don't get it just right, it cocks your vision up, doesn't it? So, but yeah, I've got this to do. I've got some unboxings to do today as well. Something interesting I got sent to me. I got some bone conductive headphones sent to me. Now they're just a little one that goes around the back of the head, and they're supposed to sit here on the bones rather than in the ear. I've never tried bone conduction earphones like that, so I'm actually really looking forward to trying that. Really looking forward to it. It's something different. I mean, obviously, you know, you've also got to weigh up to possible health issues. I don't know really. I mean, we listen to bone conducted sound all day long, you know, just general sounds, you know, that do travel through the body and through the bones, and you know, sometimes you do hear things that you can't audibly hear, but they've come up through the body. So, you know, from that point of view, you're already getting it, but to the degree of actually music travelling through the bones of your skull, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying them. It's interesting. So, you know, there'll be an unboxing on those, and then I'll get to trying them out and what have you. So, you know, in fact, I don't think I've even opened the box on that one, or have I? I can't remember. Some of them I usually slit the tape, and it just means that the tape's already slit, and then I get to have another look, you know, a little peek sort of thing before I open them on camera. Sometimes I don't. I've got some other headphones in. Yeah. for another 2 sets. I can't remember. I've got another headphone in. I've also got one of those aromatizers as well that's come in. You know, it's like a nightlight and aromatherapy thing, which that one runs on, rather than heating it or anything like that, it runs on, is it ultrasonic, isn't it? Yeah. That makes it warm up, and yeah, so that's interesting as well. That'll probably end up on the wife's bedside. You know, because obviously you can get like certain oils that you put in those. Obviously you put mix an oil and water base in them, and obviously some of them can help towards sleep. I think lavender's one that helps towards sleep, isn't it? That'll be interesting if it helps the wife sleep and what have you. You know, and it gives a night light as well. If you want to use the night light, it's different colours and what have you, and different, you know, so it sets moods and what have you. So all very interesting stuff. Unboxings coming soon on those, on the tech channel, of course. And I am now going to go in and start prepping up for my Sunday dinner, and then hopefully go and do some unboxing videos, guys. So I'll see you in a bit. So we just need to add these, which are almost there, to this, and then pour on this, and then I'll be done. And I've done a cheesecake as well, which is in the fridge, and I've done the unboxing videos, and my mother came, so I've seen my dad as well. He's not too good at the minute, but he's having a bad day in the head. So what do you want, Peppy? Yeah, on the scrounge for my beef. Look at her. You're not having it. So, just chilling towards the end of the day. It's just gone 6 PM, so I've had my tea, that went down well. And I'll probably have some cheesecake later. I've already eaten the last 2 Yorkshire puddings with some jam on. I don't like waste. I don't like my waste either. But no, I was just got a tweet back earlier actually from Robert Cooper about something I tweeted out last night, I think it was. And I'd come across some post somewhere about, you know, Robert Cooper does the coffee vlogs. I'll leave a link to all his stuff and what have you, actually. He's now I got an AeroPress off him for doing coffee with, and some guy on Kickstarter has started doing these stands out of they're like machined out of a billet of aluminium by the looks of things. They look really cool actually, and it's a way to actually support pretty much any coffee maker or manual coffee maker over the top of a cup, which is really cool. But what was in one of the photographs was it's the dishwasher pumping out. They've done a golden AeroPress, and Robert Cooper said, I take it you're entering into a competition then of some kind for the trophy line. I said, I'll never beat you as a barista. So, but yeah, he's yeah, I'll leave a link to his vlogs underneath actually. He's one of my top banter men. And if you've got any pictures of spiders or anything like that, make sure you send them on Twitter to @DaleSuds. He loves stuff like that. But yeah, it's been a weird day. Starting out okay, gone quite chilly now. Well, got chilly, warmed up again a bit. It's all cloudy now, like we had a slight amount of drizzle, but nothing spectacular. But last week was really pleasant with the weather. So yeah, it remains to be seen. I mean, there's been quite a few mowers going today. Mine's not really needing mowing yet, especially around the front. Excuse me, I mean, this one tends to grow quicker at the back. back here, and it's still only sort of about 4 inches long, and that's in patches, you know, the rest of it's still very short. So, although the dogs use this bit a lot, so, you know, but we get patches of this that grow very fast in the summer. But it's still not, you know, still not really needing a mower run round yet. But I'm sure within the next week or two the mower will have to come out. That's assuming it still works. I mean, it's quite a few years old now, that mower. So I may end up having to buy a new one. Although I can think of better things to spend my money on, but unfortunately a mower is a must-have, isn't it? So I've still got some kids' toys out, a little trampoline and one of those little Tykes cars and a scooter and balls, and people say, well, why don't you put them away? I say, yeah, I can put them away, but tomorrow night I'll come home and they'll be back out again. And nobody else puts them away but me. So I got to the point where I just think, sod it, I'll leave them there. But yeah, it's getting ready to wear. I'm gonna have to do a load of work around and about on the weekend. There's going to be, this patio needs a wash down again with the pressure washer, and there'll be trees to trim, and actually that could do with the trim now. That's a point, actually. I must remember to do that. My butterfly tree, the buddleia, that I mean, I read a blog post about that, about the best way to cut it back, and they say like as short as a foot from the ground. I was like, whoa, you know, we're talking about a plant that's already 8 foot tall here. But apparently that's the correct way to do them, you know. I don't know if you've ever seen, I mean, mine's quite bushy and messy, which is how I like to see them. But apparently the correct way is that they grow straight up with flower spears, basically. And you only get that by trimming them at the beginning of a year around this time, basically, as your frosts finish and everything. That's when you should trim them, and it says you should cut them back really hard, about a foot from the ground, which I won't be doing that with it, I don't think, but I will give it a really good cut back. I'll have to do that this coming week, I think, because it is due. This one I'm going to lop a load off this year as well, actually. It's got some branches that sort of get in the way when I'm trying to cut the grass and that, so I remember one in my mum and dad's old house, actually. There's a big one in the garden around the back. Well, not big, but it was like a cherry tree, and I helped him lop some off it, and there was this one branch that we cut, and I remember I cracked the back of my head on the stump that was left one day, and the following week I went along and I was helping my dad. What was it? I was helping him. He had his tent, the awning out from his caravan and what have you, and he was giving it a wash, and it was out on the grass, and he bent over at one point and smashed that part of his skull straight into it, and oh, it was just absolutely gushing with blood and everything. He needed to go straight off to the hospital and have it all stitched up. It's a right bloody mess. Yeah, they can be quite nasty when you've cut them. You do have to be aware that you've cut them. That's the trouble. You know, you're used to sort of like maybe just catching the top of your head on a low branch or something, but as soon as you cut that, you're then putting yourself at risk of taking one to the face. So you do have to be careful. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day here. I've just, you know, it's been busy. Had a fair bit, you know, at work and that. Got a load of stuff delivered on Friday. I took a van out and went to Scunthorpe and Hull and what have you, like, got a load of stuff dropped off. And then I took some in the car earlier in the week as well, and then we've still got more to take this coming week, so it is busy. So yeah, I'm going to sign off here, guys, and do take care of yourselves. Have a good week at work or in life, whatever you do, and I'll catch you all next week. Cheers, guys. See you.